Have you ever had cosmopolitan ice cream? Yes, so this is my version of the cosmopolitan ice cream in buttercream. So this is like cosmopolitan buttercream. What am I saying? Don't mind me. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this 3 different buttercream with one base.
Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on this channel, you are welcome. If this is not your first time, welcome back. Like, you guys keep me in business. Okay, so today, I've been doing like a series of videos for you guys on feelings and trustings and stuff. So today I tried to bring you like a 3-in-1, won't waste your time at all, a nice like recipe that I use usually when I'm lazy. You can usually use it. I use it to replace Swiss meringue buttercream when I don't want to, make the old meringue, shebang and stuff. So it is my condensed milk buttercream, and I use I'm going to show you guys how to make 3 different flavors today. So it is very fast and very easy, and it is delicious. And I'm going to show you the trick I use to make it look just like Swiss meringue buttercream. Okay, guys. So let's get started.
So guys, let's get started. So you're going to be needing a bowl. And then to that bowl, you're going to be adding 500 grams of butter. And you need to know that when you're making this kind of buttercream, you have very little ingredients. So you need to use good quality butter. Whatever kind of buttercream you're using, actually, the most important ingredient in it is the butter. So you need good quality butter. So make sure you have good quality butter. So this is 500 grams of butter. And then I kept in the microwave for about 15 seconds actually. And then it kind of softened. So can you see how soft it is? So now we are going to whip, and this first one we are going to make is the vanilla buttercream. It's the vanilla condensed milk buttercream, and this is going to be the base for our other 2 buttercreams. So once you have this, usually when I make this, I like to make like a huge batch in like a 5 liters bucket. So when maybe I want to make it flavor it with chocolate or strawberry or maybe some other kind of berries or fruits, then I already have the base in the fridge, so that makes my work a lot easier. So what you want to do is to fluff up your butter with your hand mixer, and you want it to be really fluffy. So I kind of beat this for around 5 minutes. So if you're using a stand mixer, it takes a lot less time because stand mixers are more effective, or they whip better and faster than hand mixers. So if you're using a stand mixer, to be even a lot faster for you. So all you have to do is whip it up really nice and creamy and fluffy and soft. Okay, so this buttercream is very similar to Swiss meringue buttercream, and I have a recipe for that on my channel. I'm going to put the card right up here. Just click on me, click on them. I'm going to put the card up there so you guys can see my Swiss meringue buttercream recipe, and it is very easy, and most people that watch it really love it. I get a lot of comments on that recipe. But if you don't see a card there, just check the description box below. Then I'm going to put the link to my Swiss meringue buttercream there. Okay, so fluffing it up, all you have to do is fluff it up, and then once it is done, we are going to add our condensed milk. Okay, so the kind of condensed milk you want to add is full fat condensed milk. You don't want to be using those ridiculous. I don't know the point of low fat condensed milk. Condensed milk is already fattening because it has sugar and milk. What is the point of low fat condensed milk? I just don't get the point. Anyway, see how fluffy and soft it is now. Yes, at this point we want to add condensed milk, and to this 500 grams of condensed milk, 500 grams of butter, we're going to be adding 500 grams of condensed milk as well. So yes, that sounds like a lot, as if it's going to make the buttercream liquidy or too runny, but that's not true. It's going to make it even stiffer. And to that we're going to add a pinch of salt, but I added a pinch of salt first. Okay, so now guys, I'm about to measure my condensed milk into my butter, and I'm going to be doing this in 2 batches. So the first one is going to be about 250, and then we're going to whip it in. And this is my condensed milk. It's about, I don't know, they drew a baby on it, but it's not for babies. It's just the brand. I don't know why. Okay, so what we want to do is to weigh our butter. But I don't know, my weighing scale was kind of malfunctioning, and usually when the battery is about to die, that's when it does this. So I take out the battery and put it back, that simple, and then it starts to work normally. Sorry guys. Anyways, so I should edit out this part, yeah? This is a waste of time, is it? Okay, so right now my weighing scale is working again, and then we're going to be adding our 250 grams of condensed milk. So this recipe is a ratio of 1 to 1. So you want 500 grams of butter to 500 grams of condensed milk, and then you're going to put the condensed milk in 2 parts so it doesn't become too, too runny at once. So you're going to add 250 at first, and then you're going to whip it. The condensed milk looks like it is a lot, and then it might make your buttercream runny, but on the other hand, it makes it stiffer, and I'm not kidding. You guys are going to see what I'm talking about in a second. So you want 250 grams and then whip. So if this is your first time on my channel, I say this in every video, guys. I hope you have subscribed. If you haven't, please click on the subscribe button, because we are happy to have you and welcome. So if this is not your first time, thank you for always watching, and thank you for always coming back, and I love you guys loads, and I hope you enjoyed these recipes I make for you. Okay, so now see how much thicker it's getting, and the more condensed milk we add to it, the thicker it gets. I don't know why, but that's just how it works, and it tastes just like Swiss Marine buttercream. You know the off-white color Swiss Marine buttercream has? That's exactly the color it's going to have once we are done. Like, it is amazing, and it pipes just as well. Like, it's a wonderful buttercream, and it's a great base to add any kind of flavoring you want and stuff. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a second. So I'm going to scrape down the bowl, and then I'm going to add the remaining 250 grams of condensed milk. Okay, so I'm adding the remaining 250 grams of condensed milk to this, and it looks like it might get runny, but it won't, don't worry. Okay, so once you're done, you're sure you're done, and then we are going to whip, and then this whipping takes around maybe 2 to 3 minutes tops. And if you're using a stand mixer, maximum 1 minute, and you'll be good to go. This is a very simple buttercream, and it is delicious. And I'm going to show you guys how well it pipes. Like, it pipes so wonderfully. I'm not even kidding. It pipes and tastes just like Swiss Marine buttercream, except that it has like a hint of ice cream taste to it because of the condensed milk. So you guys are going to love it. And if you try out this recipe, please tag me on Instagram or leave me a comment in the comment section below. So this is our buttercream, and we are done. If no one told you it wasn't Swiss Marine buttercream, you wouldn't know if you taste it or even see how it feels on cake. Like, it's amazing. And see how much thicker it got with the condensed milk. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so guys, let me show you guys how it pipes. But before that, don't forget to add a little flavoring. To this, I'm adding my vanilla extract, clear vanilla extract. So if you have like regular vanilla flavor, you can add that as well. So it makes it really nice and luscious, and it smells amazing, because I don't exactly like the smell of butter. So it's important when you flavor your buttercream so it doesn't have the smell of butter or milk fat. Okay, so now I'm going to put it inside my piping bag with a piping tip, 1M, and I'm going to pipe, and you guys are going to see how well it holds up. It holds up really well in heat. But the second buttercream I'm going to show you guys right now is the buttercream that holds up the best under fondant, and it is amazing. So let's see how well this buttercream pipes. Yeah, see, I told you it pipes like a dream. See how much body it has. So wonderful. Okay guys, so that's all we have to do about this buttercream today. So the next buttercream we're going to be showing you guys is the chocolate buttercream, chocolate condensed milk buttercream, and it is very easy. And you're going to be using this base, the base of your condensed milk buttercream you just made. That's what you're going to be using. So what you're going to be needing, yeah, it's very easy. Like, usually when I do this, I like to like make the base and use it for regular cakes. And maybe if I have a cake I want to use chocolate buttercream on, that's when I like flavor them in tiny batches. So usually I flavor them in 200 grams, and 200 grams of this buttercream would be enough for an 8-inch cake. If it's a fondant cake, if it's a buttercream cake, you need to double that amount. So you need about 400-500 grams of this buttercream. Okay, so to this we have 200 grams of buttercream in our bowl, and then to that we are going to measure out some chocolate melt. So to this we're going to be adding some chocolate, which will be 100 grams of cocoa. So my weighing scale was messing up again, so I had to fix it. I'm going to buy a new battery, don't worry. Okay, so we're going to be adding 100 grams of cocoa to that bowl, chocolate I mean. So this recipe is a ratio of 2 to 1, so that's 2 parts buttercream base and then 1 part chocolate. So that chocolate is going to be 100 grams, and then we're going to put in the microwave and melt for a few seconds. You don't want to melt it for too much, just for maybe 30 seconds max, and it is going to be melted, but it's not going to be completely melted, so you have to stir it with your spoon, because it's the agitation of chocolate that actually melts it. It's not just the heat, so you don't burn your chocolate, because if you burn it, you're going to have lumps in your buttercream. Okay, so you're going to stir it and make sure you break all of the lumps of chocolate that is unmelted, and then you're going to transfer it into your bowl. Yeah, I know it looks like adding some melted chocolate will make it even more watery, but I promise you guys it's even going to make it stiffer, because butter at room temperature is solid, and also chocolate at room temperature is even more solid. Is it even like solid or more solid or solider? But you guys get me. So like if you add that, when it gets really cold, it gets really firm. So this chocolate buttercream is amazing on the fondant. Usually when I make my fondant cakes, I like to use ganache underneath them, but this buttercream is amazing on the fondant. I'm not even kidding, guys. Okay, so you want to take your hand mixer and just whip. You want to whip it up as best as you can, and the longer it stays, the cooler it stays. At this stage it will be warm because you just brought your chocolate out of the microwave, so to give it a little warmth. But the cooler it stays, the stiffer it gets. Like this buttercream is really stiff, and it is amazing, especially if you're not using ganache for your cakes and you want to use buttercream under your fondant cakes. And so see how nice and so fluffy and delicious it looks. Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, so it's very easy, and this is all you have to do. And normally at this point I don't like to add flavor into it, because usually my base has vanilla flavor, so, and the chocolate is going to add some cocoa flavor into the buttercream, so I don't bother adding any extra flavor or any other special stuff to it, and it's good to go. So right now guys, I'm going to show you how it pipes. It pipes just like the first one, but if you leave it to stay for a little while, it gets stiffer. So like it pipes really well at this consistency, but if it stays a little longer, it gets a lot stiffer. So if your buttercream gets stiff or seizes on you, just pop it in the microwave for like 5 to 10 seconds, and then stir, because you don't want it to over melt, and then pipe it. So it's very stable, and it's amazing for rosette as well, because like it just stays, it holds. See how nice it looks, yeah, and see how well it pipes like a dream. It looks like chocolate Swiss meringue buttercream. Yeah, I know. You guys are welcome. Okay, so moving on to the third one. This third one is very interesting and just wonderful, and there can be different variants to it depending on what you want. So this is going to be our third buttercream, and it is the strawberry buttercream. So again, we're going to be taking 200 grams of the buttercream base, which is the first vanilla buttercream we made, and then we are going to be whipping it up. So like I said initially, when I want to flavor this buttercream, I flavor them in tiny batches based on the cake I have. If it's a fondant cake, like I do 100 grams. If it's a buttercream cake, I do about 400 grams. So it can be enough to cover like a 6-inch to 8-inch cake. So to that, we're going to be adding some strawberry jam. If you want to see the recipe to how I make my jam for my cake fillings and stuff, I'm going to put the link right up here. If it is not there, then it's going to be in the description box below. Please check it out. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of jam, and then we are going to stir. This jam kind of changes the flavor dramatically. I'm not even joking. It makes it sweeter and it makes it fruity. So if you want to use a different kind of jam, you can use maybe raspberries, you can use blueberries, you can use blackberries, you can use kiwi, you can use orange, whatever kind of jam, depending on what flavor you want it to have. But this is strawberry, so I feel like the pink is not really pink enough. Usually when I make this strawberry flavored buttercream, I like to add a little bit of pink color to give it, a little bit more sass. Okay, so if you are going to be making a different flavor, maybe blackberries and stuff, you want to make sure there is no pulp in it, because if there is pulp, you won't be able to pipe your buttercream, because those tiny pulps will be blocking the tip of your piping tips. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So if you're going to be using like maybe blueberries, raspberries, what else, whatever kind of jam you're going to be using, if you want to switch up the flavor, you have to make sure it has no pulp and it is clear and smooth, so it doesn't frustrate you when you're decorating your cake. So I added a little bit of red food coloring, just a touch, and see how dramatically it changes the color. The flavor is still the same and it's delicious. And it's important to know that I didn't add any flavor into this because we already had vanilla flavor in our base. And for this recipe, I'm using real jam that I made myself, so they were made with real strawberries, so it kind of, I don't see the need of adding flavor when you already added the real thing. So what's the point of adding flavor when you already added the real, you know, strawberry jam and stuff? So, and it tastes and smells amazing. So that's all. See how nice it looks, yeah, and see how delicious. So guys, thank you so much if you watched this point. I love you, and I hope you learned something. So this is my cosmopolitan buttercream. We did vanilla, chocolate, and then this is strawberry. Thank you guys so much for always watching my videos. I'm going to show you how this buttercream pipes in a second. It pipes just like the first one. It pipes just like the vanilla one. The only one that pipes a little bit differently is the chocolate, and that's because like the melted chocolate kind of lends a little strength or a little thickness to it because chocolate is solid at room temperature. Okay, so let's see how it pipes. See how nicely it pipes, and so pretty. Oh. Okay guys, thank you so much for always watching my videos. See, and it is delicious, I promise. And I will see you in my future tutorials.